I just burped then. Don't know where that came from. Yeah, I do. It's gas. And where did the gas came from? It came from being stressed this morning. Oh my God, what a day. Well guys, welcome to Matt Bayerski YouTube channel. This is not the guru who is always in balance and feeling wonderful today. This guy today feels a little bit pissed off. So I thought, you know what? I want you to see how I feel, which is a little bit stressed today. I think it's important to see it. It's also important for me to show you all sides of me, and yesterday you saw the side of me where I was a little frustrated about how people can personally attack others, but there was something in that for a lot of people to see, and one of you on there really grasps why I did it, so good for you. A lot of my videos are made purposely because it's going to help you and help you recognize what you need to do. That's why I do the videos, because once I've recognized something, it helps me to then help you. So when you think I'm angry and aggressive, no, I'm showing you my true colors at that moment to help you see, oh my God, yeah, he's like that, and I've been like that, and oh my God, now I know. So there's always a lot more depth into the videos I try and make, and today's one of them. So what's this about? Today's, what we're going to call today's title, feeling let down. And that's exactly how I feel today when people claim to be filled with integrity and then completely do the opposite of that. And today I feel, this morning I felt a bit let down by somebody who had integrity, or so they said, but they don't, and bordering criminal. Well, it is actually criminal what they're doing. So it kind of made me, first of all, get so disheartened. Why did I get disheartened? Because I believed them. I trusted them. Would I trust the next person again? I would. I would still continue to trust the next person who claimed to have integrity. Why? Because I don't want to live my life feeling weary or being aware of what people could do, or feeling like I don't trust anybody. No, I trust everybody, and I would put that first and foremost in my life. Do I feel down? Damn right I feel down. Why? Because I wouldn't do that. So why would other people do that to me? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. 1, money. 2, personal reasons. 3, because they just don't have integrity, and integrity is a very rare thing these days. Some people believe that they have it until they're up against a brick wall, or they have this belief system that is more important, basically being stubborn, or they've been their ego's been bruised. So there's many reasons why people are the way they are and lose their integrity or just become damn right stupid. And there is a lot of people in this world, and that's where conflict happens. That's where it all starts. And you know, my frustration this morning, my feeling this morning, isn't because I want to attack this person or hurt them. It's because I feel let down. I feel really heartbroken how people can do these things, and it's really hard for you guys. You know what I mean? You know, you think to yourself, what have I done that's hurt other people, and what have I done that's deliberately wanted to hurt people? You haven't, you see. So it's hard for you to understand how somebody else can do it. And this is where a lot of the times people get away with being or behaving the way they are, because it's hard for us to see that in somebody else, because we wouldn't do it. So therefore we believe people and we trust them because we trust them as much as we trust ourselves. So if we are trustworthy, we believe everybody else is. And it isn't a fault, it really isn't. And I wouldn't change you or me for the world, because you know what? These people who do these things live in fear. They live in a really dark place. They live with a lot of guilt. They live with what is known as the word karma. I don't believe in that, but I believe what you reap you sow. So when I say I'm heartbroken, I'm not angry. I don't want to attack. I don't want to get upset. I just feel so sorry for what is going to happen to the people who cause this issue to themselves. Do you ever remember me telling you about me going to a supermarket, and when I came out of the supermarket, as I put all my shopping in the boot, I had one bag which was here, the bag was here, the rest of the bags were in my hand, and I realised, oh shit, I haven't paid for my prawns. and I didn't pay for my prawns. It was like, it wasn't a lot of money in Spain. Prawns are cheap, but it was like 12 euros or something like that for a kilo, 10 or 12 euros. And I thought, and it was such a long walk. And do you know what? I thought, oh, it's okay. It's a big company. It's a few prawns. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You know what? That was the worst 3 or 4 weeks I ever had in my life. Things were going wrong. And do you know what I realized? I looked back on and thought, you know what, Mark? Them prawns wasn't about the prawns. It was about what was right and wrong. Your integrity, Mark. You should have walked back there and paid for them prawns. And you know what? That 12 euros was the best lesson in my life. It was a reminder. It was a reminder of what I am normally. I mean, forever am I finding too much change. When people give me too much change, I give it straight back because of me, my integrity. I want to give it back because it's not mine. I know what's right and what's wrong. And when I see whenever I think integrity is important, I see it for other people. This bag of prawns isn't for me now so much as for people thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen to you when you do these things? What's the sleepless nights? All the things that's going to go wrong because you've broken your own integrity, your own. You've let yourself down. You've not so much have sold your soul, but it's kind of like it eats away in a level that your heart says, why have you let yourself down? You're stronger than that. The power comes from being honest, from being kind, from being caring. And when you do things like that, you let yourself down. So I always take the example of the bag when I see other people with no integrity and do things that I think, oh, that's going to cause you a lot of issue and pain. It's not that I'm sending any negativity out there. I would never do that. I would only send love to the people who have let me down and hope that one day they become stronger and send a message saying, you know what, I learned a valuable lesson from that. What an idiot am I? I was going through a difficult situation, which normally happens. And you know what? I'm the same when I react to these things, which we all do. We all knee-jerk, I tell you that. But mine's only for a short moment. Mine lasts for maybe half an hour at the most these days, where what happened to me this morning, this would have lasted for a year. Honestly, that's how I used to be 13, 14 years ago. But now it's like a quick, and I'm so upset and let down, and I feel so sad about the situation, and I feel heartbroken, and then them emotions, they're good to come, they're good to have. Don't let them go, let them come. But then work on that, release them. Best way to release them, never release them on anybody around you. Walk away, go for a walk in Mother Nature, go for a run, go to the gym, let it go. Use the punch bag at the gym, but not somebody who you love. Big yes there to always remember. Okay. This morning I had a conversation with somebody who I loved about it, and then I realized, oh my God, I used them as a punch bag, and I thought, and I apologized and said I shouldn't have said what I said, about what I felt about the situation, and I'm sorry. So again, I'm learning. So are you learning? Are you learning? Is this message here today helped you a little bit to help you not react too much in front of others? Help you realize that everybody who goes through what they're going through is their own issue and not yours to hold on to. Are you at a point in your life when you can say, you know what, it's okay, let it go, it's their issue, it's not yours? It is difficult when you are then billed with a huge amount of money that you have to find because they're requesting it. That's a different situation. We're now on a kind of a different energy level that somehow it has to be resolved and worked out, which is always a little challenging. But I think the courts sometimes are the best to stand in front of a judge and say, you know what, I'd rather talk in front of a judge and let them be the answer to what the outcome should be, not somebody else telling you. Sometimes that's a good thing. And that's something that I will be approaching this morning. Definitely the outcome will. I'm really happy to stand in front of a judge and listen to what they have to say, and I would take their word as what's right and wrong. I'm ready for that. So I think integrity is really, really important, and I think we should all stand by that. I'm going to give you a little story about my life, okay? I don't know if any of you know this, but a long time ago, I used to be an antique dealer. I used to have 3 auction houses, and I used to do a lot of buying and selling all over with, high-end London dealers, and I built up quite a good business, and that business was integrity. So I once found £15,000 in cardboard boxes in a house. And I made a phone call and said, I've got some good news for you. Please come to the house, because I was clearing the house out, and I paid a few hundred euros to clear the house. There was nothing much in there apart from like a little wardrobe that they couldn't open. And I got my set of keys and opened it, and there you go. Lots of money. And I gave all this money back to the people who, it was their grandmother. Anyway, suffice to say, I found watches, I found all sorts of stuff, and always with integrity, diamond rings, and even, believe it or not, wills that have changed the outcome of a situation. So all of these things, really exciting things, have happened to me, and always good things to do. So I look back on my life now and realise that, yes, I worked alongside many solicitors, many estate agents who trusted me wholeheartedly. One of the things I always had was my word. That's all we've got. In life, all you come with is your word. There's nothing more than your word. Everything else is, just whatever, but your word is who you are. Who I am to you, and if I say to you, I'm going to do this for you, and that's my word, I will do it. And nobody out there that I can say with my hand on my heart would turn around and say, you never did what you said you'd do. I've always done it. And I can sleep on a night for that. And one of the things that I was always really important for me was never ever cock out on a deal. That's a Yorkshire expression, which means I would go into a big Victorian house with a dealer, and I'd look around and say, okay, I'll give you, say, 7,000 euros. This was like 20 years ago. So we'd shake on it. So we'd shake. It'd be a handshake. No written contract, a handshake. So I'd go back to that house, and then I'd all of a sudden see that the grandfather clock was riddled with woodworm, and lots of other things. And then I'd look and think, oh my God, I'm going to lose money on this, right? So I haven't paid the guy, but I'm now noticing loads of stuff which I didn't notice at the beginning. So what do? I take all the stuff out, put it in the auction, and just before the auction, I'd see the guy, I'd shake his hand and pay him in cash, okay? And after I paid him in cash, he'd say, are you happy? I said, well, a lot of things have gone a bit belly up, but I'll never cock out on a deal. And there was a lot of respect in the field of work that I was in, that I had for a lot of these people, and they had a lot of respect for me. Because when you shake on something, the deal's done. Whether you win or lose doesn't matter, the deal's done. And I come from an old-fashioned line of shake on it. You spit your hand and then you go like that. And that's it. The deal's done. There's no, this has happened and that's happened and I want my money back and you've done this to me and I've spent so many hours of this. No. The deal's done. That's it. You're a strong man. You can cope with it. You've got your whole life ahead of you. Your health there. You know what? You can keep going and always make money. So you know what? Let it go. It's fine. And once a multi-millionaire guy once said to me when I asked him, what's your secret? And it was beautiful what he said. He said, Mark, from the ground to here, I've lost this much in £50 notes in my lifetime as a dealer and as a businessman. He says, but I've made this much. And I realized, wow. So he's not focused on losing that. He's focused on how much he's made. There lies the secret of life. If you're always scratching and wanting and trying to take from others and just doing as much, all you'll ever do is that. So I realize that the most powerful thoughts that you have with integrity and with actually not letting things like that worry you or bother you make you a millionaire. But if you're always, fighting for the last penny and scraping and trying to take from people, look at the energy that's happening to my face when I do that. So you see, it's more important to live in integrity. It's more important to live with trust in your heart. It's more important to rise above all of the people that haven't got what you have. So ultimately, my message today is always stay true to your beautiful heart. Always be filled with integrity. always know that it's important to have your word and stick with it no matter what happens in your life. Always be your truth. Your word is what you come into this world with, and that's all you have. I hope some of this meant something for you today. These days are a little bit heated, of course, and things happen in our lives. We go up, we go down, happy days, sad days. Like I always tell you, I knee-jerk like anybody else. I make mistakes like anybody else, but ultimately, I recognize them faster, and then I heal quicker and get on with my life in a happier way instead of wallowing in the cesspit of what ifs, what I should have, could have, would have done, and just let it go and allow everything to settle, and it always does in the end. Our frustrations, our feelings inside of being let down, is that what causes a tidal wave sometimes? And yes, I'm not asking you to be a robot, I'm asking you to have emotion, but at the same time, be aware that your emotions can cause your beautiful life an issue and can disrupt if you continue that. So let it go quicker, and please, like I learned this morning, don't, even if you're speaking to somebody about a negative issue and it's nothing to do with them, I think it's far better to come to a tree and talk to your tree about it. Tell your tree how you feel, and then have a go at the tree. The tree will take it in, it'll absorb it, it'll love you. Sounds crazy, right? Yeah, that's going to be funny. You're all going to get locked up, and your statement's going to say, well, I watched Mark Bayerski YouTube video, and that's why I was arrested shouting at a tree. Okay, strike that last line out. Go and hug a tree today. That's the best thing. Okay, guys, love you all from my heart to yours. Have a great day. I really mean that. He's a silly bugger, isn't he? Okay, guys, have a great day. Actually, sitting by a tree really works. It truly does. Have a lovely day, guys, from my heart to yours. And there you go. We're all okay now. We're happy. Happy days. Take care. Thank you once again for subscribing to this YouTube channel, and thank you for seeing the quirkiness, the weirdness, the strangeness of Mark Bayerski. You know what? I think it's nice to have crazy in the world. It makes a massive difference. I don't want to be a robot, do you? Take care.